very good. We're almost there. We're almost there. Now we will perform a very challenging movement, but a rewarding one. Because once you master it, you reach the top of the mountain when moving in boxing with boxing movement. I'm joking, of course. It's all about having fun. So try to have fun while doing. Don't be too hard on yourself. If it doesn't come the first time, it's all right. It's no problem. Try it again. It will come. Give yourself some time, okay? So sometimes what I see is students being very frustrated when they try to perform a certain movement and it doesn't really work, and they get very upset. Please don't do so. Don't be too hard on yourself. Strive for perfection, but also give yourself time to develop it, okay? Very good. So, bounce. Inwards movement. 1, 2. You guessed it right. Now we pivot on your front leg, on your back leg. You do it as you are pleased. As soon as you pivot to the right or pivot to the left, inwards or outwards, whatever you are. So basically it looks like this. We go 1, 2, inside, we pivot, 1, 2, pivot, 1, 2, pivot, 1, 2, pivot, 1, 2, pivot. You can keep on going like that for 3 minutes if you want. If you would like to add some spice to it, pivot the other direction, right? And go backwards. Now we go backwards the same way, right? 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You do 1 circle, 2 circles as you feel pleased and comfortable with. Now we perform the same movement. We did it inside, right? This was the movement we performed. The 2 steps inside rotation. Now we will do inwards movement, outside rotation. For you could be inside, but basically it's just going the other way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, until you get tired of it. And of course, so you do 1 or 2 circles inside, inwards, outside movement, pivoting, inwards, outside pivoting, inwards, outside pivoting. So you do 1 or 2 squares. It's almost like you're drawing a square on the floor. Look, and if you feel like doing smaller movements or smaller pivoting movements, you're free to do so. It's not an exact science. When you fight and you chase an opponent and your opponent is putting pressure on you and you perform punches and ducking and protection at the same time, you mix it up all together, it will not be perfect. So it's all right. What we are trying to do here is to have fun and just expose ourselves to different possibilities. That's it. There is no, we strive for perfection, but there is no need to be perfect, and there is no one exact order. Whatever order you want to do it in, you can actually do 1, 2 movements in, 1, 2 out, and then pivot. Whatever you feel comfortable with. As soon as you mix all these movements together, because this is what we are actually trying to do, it's perfect. So you can actually do some stepping without bouncing and pivot, step, step, pivot, step, step, pivot. And bounce, right, and then pivot again in the other direction. You can actually do a couple of pivoting from one leg to another, changing direction that way as well. You can do this forwards movement, backwards movement as well. All right, nobody said anything that you can. Let's put it this way: do not limit yourself. What is important is we've done it separately: inwards, outwards, sideways, diagonal stepping, pivoting separately, and bounce separately. Now when it comes to mixing it all together, you do it as you were pleased. I just tried to give you a little bit of structure, but to be honest, when it comes to mixing them all together, you do it your way. Good, very nice. So like we just said, put the timer on, maybe not even timer, just don't put any timer, just this one, no timer, just do it. Do a little bit of stepping we mix with pivoting, a little bit of pivoting mixed with bouncing, a little bit of bouncing mixed with pivoting, a little bit of bouncing mixed with stepping, and then bounce mixed with stepping and pivoting. Do it all together. Just do it as you were pleased, okay? And you can do this movement over here. Change directions, step, move, as you are pleased. And there is no one exact order, not for this one, and no timing. Actually, I would advise you to just have fun with this and not having any clock telling you when to stop. You stop when you feel like stopping, okay? Have fun with movement. Go back anytime you need and work on one or another specific movement if you need. Preferably do it in front of a mirror, is of a great value. And stick to very basic things. Don't make it too complicated to yourself. Just remember the very basic rules, so saying, and that's it. No, nothing too complicated. Basic rules are that you try to stay as balanced as possible and as true and as loyal as possible to your boxing stance and boxing stance values, and that's it. Everything you do is to comply to those basic rules. Okay, have fun, and we will see each other in protection.